Hello, Westlake lady friends. Okay, I have been asked to share a couple tips or tricks with cakes. I'm going to focus on cupcakes because it's kind of what I started doing. I do some cakes, but it would take a little bit more time to do that. So I'll start with saying that I usually, if I'm not going to make something from scratch, which not everybody has time for or the patience for, then I would take a box mix and doctor it up. There's different things that you can add. I'm going to send in a couple of my favorites that usually instead of oil, you could use butter. Instead of water, you can use milk. You can add sour cream to chocolate cakes. There's different things, and if you go online, there's some good ideas on there, but you can start with a basic box mix and then put some fancy things in there. It gives you a nice, yummy cake to work with if it's going to be cake or cupcakes. So I pre-made some for this video, and I'm just going to show you my favorite tip to use and how I ice them, and then a simple topper that you could use on your cupcakes to make it look a little fancier. So I usually also make my frosting, but I'm trying to make this as user-friendly as possible. So you can also go to Walmart, get just whatever brand you want. I just bought the Walmart brand for this demonstration. And one of my favorites though is a whipped frosting. I'm gonna submit that recipe as well. It starts off really weird. It's like flour and milk, and you make it almost like a glue paste, and then add your sugar and it whips up. It's good for fruits and cupcakes. It's not too sweet, but it's really light. I really like it. So, but for this example, I take a big cup, one of my tricks, and then put my, let's start with my tip. I like 1M is my favorite cupcake tip that gives me the look that I want. So I will start with that. Just cut a little bit off, and then I see how it fits and cut more from there. Looks like I need a little bit more cut off. Okay, that looks like it's gonna work great. Drop that into my cup, and then I'm gonna push it down a little bit and then fold this over, like so. So that when I fill this up, I'm not trying to hold it and get it all over the place. I just feel like that's an easier way to do this. So I'm gonna take some of my frosting and put it in. And we don't need too much because I'm only gonna do a couple cupcakes, but there it is. And now when I just take this off the sides, I can bounce it down. And I just hold the top and squeeze it till it goes down. And then give it a little twist. I'm gonna hold that between my thumb and pointer finger, just in the crook of my hand right there, to hold that twist nice and tight. And that way I can control the pressure. So I just have a little bit of paper right there. So I'm gonna start on the outside and then work myself in. So this is hard. I don't have a kid here to help me, so that's kind of tricky. But let's just see if I can do this. Giving it nice, even pressure. And now I'm building into the inside. And then a dollop. And look how pretty that turned out. Okay, next one. We're just gonna do a couple here. Starting on the outside. Even pressure. Coming now towards the center. And a dollop. Perfect. All right, let's do one more. Even. Coming towards the center. Dollop. Beautiful. Okay, I'll set that aside. And this is what our cupcakes look like. Isn't that pretty? So just normal box cake mix with frosting, just add a tip and you can make them look so much fancier. So now to take it to the next step, you can make chocolate toppers. So I already melted some chocolate. But we're gonna do some more. I'm gonna actually heat this up just a tiny bit. Okay, and then the same thing. I'm gonna stick this in my cup. The chocolate that I've already pre-melted before, I'm gonna dump that in there. And I just got these, again, these are just candy melts. You can get them at Walmart, at Hobby Lobby, at the grocery store. If you wanna do like the fancy Gardelli, I know that like King Soopers and everybody carries those. I just use the Wilton candy melt chocolate. And then you can get other colors too. So that makes things fun when you're mixing colors. So I already cut the tip off of this. I'm just going to practice on a little paper towel here. Sorry, I had a little bit of dried in that tip. Let me pull that out. Yep, so it's coming out nice. Okay, so what you do is you take a handy piece of wax paper or parchment paper that's see-through, and you print something. So here's the Relief Society symbol, okay? So I put that down and I put this on top so that I can see through it. And I'm just gonna trace. So it looks like you know how to do fancy things, and you really don't. The key to my life. So let's see. Let's just make one of these real quick. So I'm just going to outline or trace what I have on this sheet. Give me just a second. You do want to have a steady enough hand, and then don't make any of your lines too thin, because they will break easily whenever you try to pick them up and put them up on your cupcake. So even if you need to go back and retrace some, go ahead and do that. Sorry guys, I am not a YouTuber or anything, so if this is super lame, I apologize. Okay, done. Let me see. I can show you. This is what I made. Okay, so I did pre-make some of these for the interest of time. So this is what it kind of comes out like. Let's see if I can put that against something white, not me. So then you can take that and stick that in your cupcake. And now we have a nice Relief Society symbol in our cupcake. I wish you guys could see that a little bit better. Okay, and then just to show you the possibilities, you can print anything you want and then trace it, or you can freehand. So here is like a pacifier. If you want to do for like a baby shower or something, you can stick those in little cupcakes and make them, you know, pink if it's for girl, blue if it's for boy. You can, I did a heart. I wrote, these were just freehand, like the word love. If this was for like Valentine's, you could put love in there, put a little heart on top. So you can really print anything you can think of to make it look fancy, freehand anything that you want. It's just a great way to, again, make it look like you kind of know what you're doing, and you really don't have to know that much. So again, I will upload my favorite recipes that I like to use, and the tip I used was a 1M, and loading up your bags using a cup will make a big difference in mess. And other than that, it's just fun. I like to look at pictures online and try to figure out how can I recreate that, and this will give you a good start if you're wanting to try something like that. So, all right, sorry I couldn't be live tomorrow, but hopefully you enjoyed my video. Good night.